Hey guys! So I wanted to jump on because National Card Making Day is this Saturday. And you'll probably notice that on our Facebook page we are doing some giveaways just for fun and just to celebrate with you guys and kind of see if you guys have any plans for this weekend. Now, I want to show you guys a fun project that I've been working on using my scraps of paper that I have left over after I make a layout. Definitely leave a comment and let me know where you guys are joining us from. I love seeing just kind of all over the US or even in other countries. Just if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. It will be fun to kind of see all the different places. Okay, so this project has kind of been in the works for a while. And I wanted to show it to you guys in case you are wanting to maybe do a project similar to this one and join me in this fun project. Hey Rosa, thanks for joining me. Okay, so what I've done, and I wanted to work on a blog post, it's just not there yet, but I have this, and maybe some of you guys do the same thing, where I scrapbook and I have some scraps of paper left, and I have this drawer that I just throw all of the scraps of paper in. And so I just kind of had all these random scraps of paper, right? And so a while ago, so this project has been an ongoing process, I decided to take an evening and I went through my scraps of paper, okay? Similar to kind of like a video I did for the layout kits, but in this case, I'm using the scraps of paper, and I just picked some scraps that could coordinate, so you could see how these would look good with that pattern, see that? And those would all work really well together, and so I could make a card using these. And then I stuck it into a page protector. So I stuck just random scraps that coordinated together, had a variety of them, enough to add some layers to cards and to have these different card kits. Okay, so here's another one. So I put together this page protector. Inside, these scraps are a little bit bigger. I actually remember this layout. I'll have to post it in the comment. It was a really fun layout, but I didn't use as many layers. I kept the layout itself really simple and clean, so you can see I almost have a full sheet of 12 by 12 left. So I took those sheets and I stuck them in a page protector, right? So I have now created card kits, okay? So all of these different card kits. So here's a card I can quickly put together. Here's another card. All of these, tons of them, okay? All using just scraps of paper that I threw into my drawer. So I have this bin, right? This bin, and it's kind of an ongoing project, but the initial part of organizing the scraps that I've been holding on to forever are now separated into kits. And so say I just watching a movie one night, but I don't really want to pull out maybe all the scrapbooking stuff. I'll just grab a couple of my card designer templates and grab my project bucket and I'll quickly make a card so I don't have to go through all my paper. I already have the kits put together. Now, of course, I've made a few cards and I'm sticking them in my bucket because what I want to do, and I thought would be really fun to show you guys, is go through this whole bucket of all these kits that I put together and see at the end how many cards I make from it. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna be close to like 100, maybe. It'll be fun, but of course I have some work cut out for me. So these are of course some cards that I made. Now one thing I wanted to show you is that I'll make the card and then I have them in this bucket, like I said, because I'm collecting them just to see at the end how many, so I can show you guys. But like I would add a button to this. I haven't embellished them yet, and this one I haven't embellished yet. So I'm kind of doing that as a step phase 2, I guess you can say, where I'm just, when I have spare time, I quickly make a card using my card scrap kits that I put together. And on these ones, that evening, I didn't feel like necessarily adding embellishments. So I will get to embellishments. It's kind of like adding journaling to your scrapbook layout, right? Well, for this project, for this goal that I have, I figured it would just be easier for me to make the cards and then quickly pull out some buttons or punch some circles if I want to maybe keep it flatter So still have a really cute card, but not have the bulkiness, which will save me on postage when I mail them. If I mail them, sometimes I hand deliver them to people, but if they don't live in the same state or far away, then it's always nice to send somebody a card. So anyways, then of course, some of them I did fill out the time to stamp. So again, so that's a card that I made. This one, again, didn't add that embellishment yet. Now I want to show you something else. Now I loved this paper. This was kind of a collection of papers actually that I put together this card with. Isn't that so cute? Now I had very few cards that would coordinate, or few papers that would coordinate together. So this one actually does not have a card base. So that's another thing I wanted to point out to you, is that when I'm making cards using these scraps of paper, I don't necessarily have bigger pieces for my card base, and so I'm just using white cardstock. All of these have white cardstock. So this one, kind of like the embellishing phase, I haven't quite added it to a card base yet. So basic white cardstock is all I used. For the most part, on the variety of these, you'll see that I covered the whole front. So this green polka dot is the card front, okay? And then I added some layers and different things, but of course, it's all being built on side of a white card base. And then I had some scraps left, so I went ahead and added a little color and pattern inside of that card on that one. But this one, I actually left the background the white cardstock. So again, I just built on top of the white cardstock base, the card base, but I didn't necessarily cover the whole front with the front plate like I did with this one. So, okay. Yes, Autumn, she said on the non-card ones, you can stamp postcard on the back and send as a postcard. Oh, that's so smart. So what she's saying, if I'm getting this right, Autumn, is like this one, how it doesn't have necessarily a card base that folds open, it can almost act like a postcard instead. And you can write your little sentiment here on the back, but not necessarily do a card base that opens and closes. I love that. I would have never even thought of that. So absolutely. So if you don't have the white cardstock, but you do have enough paper to maybe create that postcard, you could decorate some postcards and have that, send that to people. Love it. So cute. Okay, so like I mentioned before, we are going to be doing some just giveaways. We do have a moving sale happening right now, so that's kind of, there are a lot of our quick card kits. If you haven't had a chance to check out those and you love to make cards, definitely check out our quick card kits, because the quick card kits come with 5 different sheets, and each sheet has your card base, has different patterns that you can add your borders, some layers, and even your sentiment. So it's so quick, hence the name, quick card kits, to quickly make a card. And then of course it has a recipe card that shows you the difference. So make sure to check out the moving sale. It's through November, okay? And if you are maybe planning on making some cards this National Card Making Day on Saturday, well, maybe pull out your scraps. So just out of curiosity, oh yeah, Rosa, she said husband can make these cards too. I think Rosa at a conference, she's one of our Kiwi instructors, wasn't your husband making cards? Absolutely. My husband has made cards too, I'm not gonna lie. He's tested his hand at card making, and I must say it was pretty simple even for him to do, and it turned out really cute. So, okay, so fun giveaway, okay? Basically just leave a comment. Let us know. Do you tend to use your scraps? Has this inspired you to maybe keep on hold of your scraps? I know some people have gone to different crops and things and they just throw their scraps away. They don't really hold on to them. But do you use your scraps to make cards? Do you use every little scrap? Just curious to see how many of you guys are out there, and if not, hopefully this has inspired you, because honestly, look at all these things that I've made using scraps. And of course, like I said, I'm going to have so many more. Oh, I didn't even show you guys that one. Look how cute that is. Basic little card. And on this one, I chose to leave no sentiment, because it can be a thank you card in the fall. It can be a I hope you get well. It could be thinking of you, whatever it wants to be. So this one I chose to do no sentiment. So sometimes I do sentiments on my cards. Sometimes I don't. Okay. And I must tell you guys, now if you're sitting there saying, I'm not a card maker. I wasn't a card maker either. I must say that the Play to Create system really is what motivated me to get into card making, because again, the fact that I don't know, with the 5 or 6 sheets, 12 by 12 sheets, I can create my 2-page spread, but I always have extra scraps. I never use up all of those papers. And I tend to layer a little bit more. Of course, you can keep your layouts even simpler, but that's what's great about the Play to Create system. You can keep it simple and still have a cute layout, or you can add a little bit extra more layers, but you still have that nice embellished complete layout. So anyways, so I was not really a card maker. I would not say that my cards, when I see card makers, I'm like, my jaw like drops because their cards are so cute. But, you know, they're pretty great. And thankfully, because of the designer templates. And of course, and then just putting the paper together, because otherwise, I'm not sure what my cards would look like. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so fun giveaway, okay? Pre-made cards. Who would love to win some of them? So we actually have these really fun, bright, pre-made cards. So you get this one, and this one. And all you have to do is leave a comment. Let us know if you tend to use your scraps or not. And if you have any more awesome ideas, I love hearing from you guys. I love that idea that Autumn shared about the postcard. Love being inspired by you guys as well. So, and then if you guys have any plans for National Scrapbook Day, or Card Making Day, I keep calling it National Scrapbook Day, but it's National Card Making Day, which is the first Saturday of October. So this coming Saturday, which would be a lot of fun to put your own kids together and just kind of plan ahead, and you'll be a lot more productive probably that way as well. So anyway, so join us for the next couple of days up to through Saturday. We're going to be doing giveaways every day just for fun, because of course making a card, a handmade card, is just so special. It really, really is. And like I said, I wasn't necessarily, I needed the little bit of guidance and help, and the designer templates helped me. And of course I had the scrap, so it just was kind of a win-win. But it really is kind of a special thing to get a card, a handmade card in the mail, and just to have a stack on hand whenever you're thinking about somebody pops into your mind, to be able to go in, whatever you keep them at, your little closet. I have a little bin that I keep my finished cards in, and to be able to pull on those. I know that I've pulled from my pre-made card stash for birthdays, last minute birthdays, because they always seem to come up and creep up on you and you're like, shoot. So they're always great to have on hand. So anyways, thanks so guys so much for watching, and we will again, winner will be announced tomorrow morning. So post away, comment away, share if you'd like, and then join us back tomorrow. We'll have more giveaways, and even on Saturday we'll be doing some more giveaways as well. All right, thanks guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.